Hello, it's me, Robin, with Simple Food, Simple Life. Thanks for joining me today. And as long as you're here, let's make some food. Today, I'm going to make meat. I'm just going to cook up a few kinds of meat. Now, why do this? Because it allows me to have some meat prepared for the week. And I can do with this meat whatever I want. I can add something to it. I can add the meat to something. There's all kinds of things that I can do with it. Or I can just eat it as is. And then also the meat that I'm going to cook, I can also share with my little dog because I cook her food as well. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to cook up this 100% grass-fed ground beef from Aldi. My daughter recommended it to me. And this is, I've already eaten one package. It is very, very good. So I'm going to cook this up, but we're going to cook it up into patties. It's 1 pound, so I will get 4 patties from this. And it says the serving size is 4 ounces and 250 calories. And if you look here, it's 85% lean, 15% fat, 100% grass-fed. And then what does this say? Product of Australia, Uruguay, and or USA. No added antibiotics, no added growth hormones. This was 5 something for this one package at Aldi Organic. So, okay, let's get our patties made up and we will cook some ground beef. Okay, just to show you, I want you to take a look at this. There's really no blood or there's no water coming off of this like would normally be in a package of burger. So I did want to show you that. See there? And I want to show you the square of hamburger meat, the ground beef. It's got a nice ratio of fat to lean. Looks good. Looks really good. Okay, I'm going to cut this in fourths. I'm not even going to pat it out, but some of you who have been with me for a while, you know how I do things, but I will show you anyway. Okay, I just cut it in 4 equal portions, or as equal as I can get it. I've got the heat on under my skillet, but I like to actually salt the skillet. I'm not going to add pepper to this ground beef because my little dog will be eating some of this and I don't want to do anything to upset her stomach. Alright, so I'm just going to add the 4 portions in the skillet like this. And then I just use the smash method. I smash them. And then I'll just put a little salt over the top. And when these are brown on the one side, I'll flip them over and we're going to smash them. Alright, let's flip these over. Now, do I care if the burger is not a round patty? No, I don't care. If that is important to you, that's important to you, by all means, put them in patties. It's not important to me. I'll give these another smash at some point, but we're just going to brown them up on the other side. Okay, you can see there's not that much fat coming off of these, which is nice. The only reason I'm using my metal spatula on these is because I need some smashing power. So that actually, the price of that pound of grass-fed organic ground beef makes each one of these burgers a little more than $1. So you be the judge, whatever you think. But I'm glad that I tried this, and I'm going to do my best to buy this from now on. Okay, these are as done as I want them to be. They are not well done, but that's okay. I don't care, because these are going to get heated up at some point. So if they are not quite done inside, I am fine with that. These are going to go into a container in the fridge. Okay, I'm going to let these cool down first before I put them in the container. I'm going to put them in this container. I'm not heating them in this container ever, but this is just to store them. Got a lid on it. And when these cool down, I will put them in this container, put the lid on it, and pop them in the refrigerator. But I never put anything in the refrigerator while it is hot. I don't think that's a very good policy. Now, see the pan here? I've got some nice grass-fed beef fat in there. There's a little bit in there. See, didn't a whole lot come off of there. So the next thing I'm going to cook is some of that good ground turkey that I bought a while back. I've got a pound of ground turkey. I'm going to cook that in there, not in patties. I'm just going to cook it loose. But I'm going to use this lovely beef fat from the grass-fed ground beef and to cook it in, so it should be delicious. Okay, we'll be back when we get ready to do the turkey. Okie doke, let's make some ground turkey. This is a pound or a third of a 3-pound package I bought, what, a week or two ago now? Anyway, we're going to cook that, but we're going to cook it up in the fat from our grass-fed beef. I'm just using the same pan as the beef was cooked in. And there is a little salt in this, I'm sure salt residue in this fat. Nice tallow here. We may as well use it because there's no point in not using it. It would be a waste, wouldn't it? So I don't really need to add anything else. I will put just a little bit of salt. And then we're going to get this started. This ground turkey was $85.15. So, what I noticed about this turkey too, when I opened it and divided it up, it was not watery. So I think, admittedly, there is a difference in quality. And I did enjoy the grass-fed ground beef very much. Matter of fact, out of those 4 patties I cooked, I already ate one with my supper. The taste is extremely good. It's actually much, much better than the cheaper ground beef that I usually buy. Okay, Add some color on that. This is what I like to do. I like to pour a little water in here. And then it also kind of will help deglaze this pan as well. I'm going to use my potato masher. Use this little masher, make it smaller. This isn't taking very long. I'm going to cook this liquid off here, this water off, and until there is none left. All right, it's all done. Okay, I just put the cooked ground turkey in this rotisserie. It's a rotisserie chicken container. I save those because they make really good containers to put things of this type in. And also, if you want to send leftovers home with somebody and you don't want the care if you get the container back, this is perfect for that. So, got a little bit of my label left there. So I'm going to just put this lid on here. These rotisserie containers are also vented, so they're really good to cut up if you want to tear lettuce and put paper towel on the bottom, paper towel on the top, and they're vented, and your lettuce and greens will stay good for a very long time in these containers. And you didn't have to go out and buy them. Okay, next thing we're going to do is chicken. Okay, this was some 50% off chicken from Aldi that I bought. You can see the date is December 30th, 2024. This is thin sliced chicken breasts with the rib meat. So I'm going to cook these in the same skillet I cooked the turkey in. I'm going to cook them in some bacon fat. Now, I had some bacon in my freezer. I had cooked some up, which I have been using for the last couple of days. And so I've accumulated some bacon grease along the way, so I'm going to cook the chicken in that. Okay, I've got my bacon fat in the pan now. This is probably going to splatter a bit, I'm sure. But I've got the heat turned down to like a medium-low. Now, as you recall, I mentioned in the beginning of the video that this gets shared with my little dog, and sometimes the kitty cats too. So I'm just going to put salt on there, not pepper. This is very nice looking chicken slices. A little salt. This happens to be what they call plain salt, so there's no iodine in it. Wipe this off here. Also, the bacon fat is salty, so we don't need that much. All right, we'll do that. Okay, flip this over. Now, This is going to give me some very nice protein to have throughout the week. Good protein sources. And this is also enabling me to use up the meat that I have stored in my freezer, because I like to rotate my stock, so this is a good way to use that up. I'm going to turn my heat up a little bit. You can see, looking good. The bacon fat is giving this chicken very, very good flavor. Just so you know, I did put a lid on this. So we'll flip these over, and the lid will facilitate the doneness of the chicken. Here you go, I flipped these over. I'm going to put the lid back on and let them continue to cook, because see, some of these breasts are thicker in some areas and thinner in others, so I want to make sure they're good and done. Alright, our chicken is done. Looks good, doesn't it? Smells delicious. So, this is going to go in the refrigerator after it cools down. Now, I want to show you, just to recap, I did the 4 grass-fed ground beef patties. This, and I ate one for dinner. I did the turkey right here, the ground turkey. That was a pound of ground turkey cooked in the beef fat from the grass-fed beef. And I did this a couple of days ago. This is just the bacon. Now, can you see the benefit in this? That if you do this ahead of time, it doesn't take that long. And the beauty of it is, I just used one skillet. I didn't dirty a bunch of pots and pans. So, I just wanted to demonstrate to you how you can do this. Now, like I said, some of this will be for my little dog, but guess what? I can pop the bacon in the air fryer if I want to. Have a couple of eggs if I want to. I've got my chicken here that I can share with my dog. And there's any number of things you can do with this. Let your imagination go wild. But this is going to save you a lot of time. You can make a salad, have whatever sides you want with this, and you can have a meal ready in no time at all. Okay? All right. I just want to show you this. As always, you know that little is much when God is in it. Okay? All right. Let me know in the comments what you think, and if you do something similar, share it with all of us. All right. Love ya. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.